So I was looking at this article right here, and it really piqued my interest because here we go, yet again, another situation where another manufacturer has basically went and decided they're going to start making V8s after they previously said they were going to go basically EV only. And this kind of going like, dude, like, why isn't Stellantis coming out saying that they're going to develop a new V8? This should easily say Stellantis develops a new V8 combustion engine as EV sales stall. Like, why not come out and say that you're doing this, right? Bring optimism back to the brand. If Mercedes-Benz has the balls to come out and say this, and they're a pretty big brand, I mean, Stellantis, you can come say the same thing to bring optimism back to the brand. Why don't you say that you develop a new V8 combustion engine as EV sales are flattening? I'm just saying. The weather's warming up, which means it is time to bring your favorite ride out of hibernation. And what better way to kick off the season than by saving up to 15% off on the top aftermarket accessories for your muscle car, pony car, truck, or SUV. My friends at Just Bolt-Ons and DragRacingWheels.com have you covered. Use my promo code BUTTER at checkout, and if you need some sticky Mickeys, you got till March 31st to save up to $100 on a set of tires. So don't wait. Hit up my friends at Just Bolt-Ons and DragRacingWheels.com, where the best deals online just got even better. So it's just crazy how to think that Mercedes-Benz can do this. And that's why I read this article going like, damn, didn't Mercedes-Benz say they're going EV only? So Mercedes-Benz is developing a new combustion engine, becoming the latest automaker to slow its electric car push in response to sluggish sales. Mercedes-Benz is reacting to everything going on. They're reading the room, reading the temperature. The EVs ain't all that. They're way too expensive and they're not for everybody. But here we go, a company doing what they can and letting people know that, yeah, we're making a new V8 engine, right? The German company's AMG Performance Division is working on a next generation V8 powertrain, changing course on a previous decision to stop developing engines running on fossil fuels. It will be accompanied by a small battery and electric motor for additional power. And like I said, this can be easily something that Stellantis can come out and say that developing a new V8 engine to bring excitement back to the brand, hopefully, fix that stock issue. Because I said in my last video that their stocks are down like what, 50%? So maybe why not do this and go this route? Like other automakers, Mercedes previously said it would not develop a new combustion engine beyond the current generation designed to comply with the European Union's emissions regulations. Even with that European nonsense, they are still going to make V8 engines. But since taking the old V8s out of the entry-level lineup, AMG has surrendered market share to BMW's M Sport division. So these guys saw that they're losing market share and they're reacting and they're going like, oh, we need to go ahead and bring V8s back because we cannot lose market share. Stellantis lost, I think, almost 20% market share in 1 year without the HEMI. So I'm just saying, Stellantis, maybe you guys need to kind of follow Mercedes-Benz's lead, announce that you develop a new V8 engine, regardless if it takes 2-3 years to come out with. Just say you're developing something, because honestly, I think they can just take the 5.7, do some updates to it, make 550 horsepower, naturally aspirated, throw a turbocharger or two on there, make 700 horsepower, and be done with it, right? I mean, they've already did all that technology in the Hurricanes. Why not throw some technology into the 5.7, do some redesigning and stuff, and make a new 5.7? I mean, it should not be this difficult. And just announce it. Just say you're doing it. That way, I want to leak stuff out and then y'all guys get pissed off at me yet again. Because I've heard word around the campfire that Stellantis are pretty pissed off at me. Who's calling me now? That was a very interesting conversation. Oh, but man. Hey, where was I? But yeah, basically, I just want to say that, yeah, Mercedes-Benz, they saw what was going on. They're reading the room. They saw they're losing market share. And they're basically coming out and saying openly that we're developing a new V8 after they said it was not going to do it. So that's why I thought this was pretty interesting to cover, because, I mean, the blueprints is all there for Stellantis to basically turn this around. And I mean, it just amazing to see one company see that the writing is on the wall. EVs ain't there. These small little engines ain't doing it. And even in Europe, they're gonna bring V8s out. So I don't want to hear the excuses that, oh man, the emissions compliance and the European Union and cafes killing V8s, because you even got Mercedes-Benz who used to be neck and neck with FCA or Chrysler when they used to own Chrysler. Now they're going back and bring V8s back out. The beautiful thing is they say right here, the company described the development of a new V8 with a mild hybrid electric system as a strategic evolution. Mercedes-Benz is not the only automaker to return to its combustion engine lineup. Porsche early this month, said it will make a $800 million hit this year tied to adding more combustion engines and plug-in models after disappointing EV sales. Oh, did I read that right? Porsche early this month said it will take an $800 million hit this year tied to adding more combustion engines and plug-in hybrid sales. Oh, okay, I get it now. They basically put that at the very end. So because of the point in EV sales, now Porsche has to go and add more combustion engines and plug-in hybrids after EVs are flatlining. So, I mean, it's just more proof positive that you don't go full EV when all your competitors aren't, right? I mean, GM is literally the blueprint for Stellantis. Don't go full EV, alienating your entire customer base with $60,000, $70,000 electric vehicles, when you got GM and Ford doing the total opposite, right? You got Ford making $30,000, $40,000 Mach-E's to keep the V8 in the Mustang. You got GM who got EVs through every spectrum. They got little cheap little $20,000, $30,000 EVs, all the way to like $150,000, $60,000 Escalade IQs. So they got a wide spectrum of where you can get EVs at. And then Stellantis' bright idea is to basically make a two-door Charger electric that's at least $60,000 as their first EV to the American market. That does not make any sense. That is freaking crazy, right? I mean, for one thing, I could have sworn that the four-door Charger sold more units than the two-door Challenger. And then the majority of the sales were cheap $30,000, $40,000 models. So you're basically $20K over what you normally sold. And then you make that the only vehicle that you're going to offer. I mean, this is not exactly rocket science here. I'm not an executive, but I mean, I would have said, hey, in the meeting, like, guys, I don't think it's going to be a very good idea. I think it's going to take a very bad hit. Just saying. Was that another little part in here? Sometimes there's like another little part in here. Okay, here we go. Mercedes had already signaled a shift in direction. The company recently pushed back its electrification target by 5 years, reaffirming investment in combustion engines. The automaker now expects hybrids and EVs to comprise half of the sales by 2030. The original target was set in 2021, envisioning a predominantly all-electric lineup by 2025. So these dum-dums thought that they're gonna have an all-electric fleet in 2025 back 4 years ago, basically. And how good is that working out for them? But at least this is one numbnuts company that recognized that, hey, this crap ain't working, it ain't happening, and we're going to develop a new V8 now. And then you still have Stellantis not saying anything. Oh well, you know, according to TK, because he was telling me about John Elkin talking about, hey, stop talking about the HEMIs. Talk about the HEMIs. Say that you want to bring them back, but better. Say you want to bring back an updated HEMI. That's all they got to say. And then they will have brand optimism. People will be like, okay, cool, they're coming back, right? So I'm just saying, Mercedes-Benz wasn't pissed off or like scared to say it. So maybe John Elkin need to grow a pair and just come out and say that we're going to come out with a new V8 engine. Just saying.